This is actually my first time ever seeing a Chinese Muslim wedding. I've always been so curious, how does this community hold firmly to their faith? And how do they stay true to themselves while living in such a massive non-Muslim majority society? Well, it turns out they are doing this incredible balancing act between an ancient global faith and deep-rooted Chinese traditions. And they found this beautiful way to stay true to both without ever breaking. So, the ceremony starts way before the I do's. We are talking 24 hours of pure, intense, communal labor. Imagine the whole village waking up at dawn. They are not waiting for a truck from some catering company to show up. No, they are the catering company. And guys, I'm not kidding if I say this might be the best part. Everyone is out there, slaughtering, cleaning, and prepping meat together. See, in their faith, halal isn't just some random label you find on the package at a grocery store. It's so much deeper than that. It's a spiritual practice. It's about the cleanliness of the process and the joy of sharing. You see them laughing, chopping, maybe even gossiping, building a little community, one slice of beef at a time. Then comes the big day. Before the groom even touches the door, there's this chanting. Those few minutes are the most sacred moments of the entire wedding. Even though I don't understand the words, I'm deeply moved. In the West, we are used to instruments announcing the start of a wedding. But in the mountains of southwest China, the human voice is the most sacred instrument. I assume these chants are praises for the prophet or specific scriptural passages. Before taking the bride away, these voices pay tribute to her family, requesting to take the family's treasure. Then the vibe shifts. It goes from sacred ceremony to Mission Impossible real quick. Because in China, the bride's door is the hardest door in the world to open. The bridesmaids, they are the ultimate gatekeepers. The groom's team is throwing stacks of red envelopes like they're trying to buy their way into a secret vault. Inside those envelopes, you'll find crisp, brand new bills. usually totaling up to lucky numbers ending in 6 or 8. But guys, you need serious patience for this. This bribing process, pleading and shoving envelopes through the door crack, can literally take hours.
我总感觉退货，谢谢啊，谢谢红包钱，给钱差不多看门啊。时间的卷，你发给你。
我找不叫得开。
电话。
够不上，2个。等好，你放下，就是手，我放2个，你们再开门。走了。
是我们那一边闹得小。
我这开了，
窗子开开了，窗子的开。
那包芥吗？
Come on.
When both bribes and kind words fail, the groom takes it to the next level. He literally scales the wall and climbs through the window. And he's not done. He has to find the hidden shoes. It's this playful, high-stakes game that says love is precious and you've got to earn every single step of it.
你那个比你大，你干久了嘛？
找不着孩子背着走了。
他2个来。
And let's talk about the look. I was honestly shocked to find such a heavy use of black tones here. The groom is rocking this sharp black and white striped shirt, black jeans, and a black flat top hat with exquisite, subtle dark floral patterns. It's so clean, so understated. And the bridesmaids, some of them are in black as well. I know that traditional Muslim abayas are often black, but what's interesting is that several of these girls are wearing modern black dresses. We have to talk about the black dresses. In traditional Chinese culture, wearing black to a wedding is usually a huge no-no. It's for funerals. But for this community, I think black means something entirely different. It might be about dignity, purity, and a sophisticated sense of modesty. It's their way of saying, we are grounded, we are serious about this commitment, and we don't need loud colors to show our joy. What a bold fashion statement that perfectly balances their religious identity with a modern, cool aesthetic. After the noise of door games and the laughter, the camera turns into this quiet room, the bride's farewell to her bedridden mother. In many rural Chinese villages, a daughter's marriage is not just starting a new family, but is often seen as leaving the front line of caring for her parents. The mother gives her blessings, and the daughter promises to visit often. Then everyone chants at the door, a promise of lifelong protection. Inside is the sorrow of parting. Outside is the call of a new life. The meaning of life is actually a few gatherings and a few ceremonies. For Chinese Muslims, 3 ceremonies: wedding, pilgrimage to Mecca, and funeral. summarize a person's life. They connect the individual to the family, the community, and the entire world.
你不啥？
This day is likely a Friday. For Muslims, Friday is the holiest day of the week, similar to Sunday in Christianity. In many Islamic countries, Friday is a public holiday or a half day off for people to go to the mosque. In countries like Saudi Arabia and Egypt, the 2-day weekend is Friday and Saturday, and the work week starts on Sunday. If you do business with companies there, they will reply on Sundays, but they definitely rest on Fridays. Of course, to align with international markets, more countries have shifted to the Saturday-Sunday weekend. Okay, look at the wall. You see the numbers 1314520. In Chinese, this is a homophone for I will love you for a lifetime. It's like this little Easter egg showing how deeply they've integrated into modern Chinese life. Then hit the feast. You can't stir fry for such a large crowd. It's all steaming, boiling, cold mixing, and deep frying. Beef, mutton, meat sandwiches, and meatballs are the 4 giants of the feast. Jiasha is the meat sandwich. It's the most technical. Beef and mutton filling tucked between egg skins, deep fried and then braised. Of course, there's the local Southwest specialty, cold chicken with a special dipping sauce.
我一些朋友来最爱喝这种清汤了。我觉得你们。
啊，别收。
哦，新郎官亲自派菜啊！
还有红肠。
红肠还酸菜。
Someone just asked, "Where's the last bowl?" Then the final dish arrives. This is the 9-bowl feast. The number 9 symbolizes long-lasting. If they are being very traditional, the bowls are arranged in a perfect square. Each table seats 8 people. Men and women sit at separate tables. Children either have their own table or sit with the women. Unlike Muslim weddings in other parts of the world, Chinese Muslims are the only chopstick tribe. They are accustomed to using chopsticks instead of eating with their right hand. Unlike other weddings in China, this feast is strictly dry. There's no toasting or loud forced drinking. Everyone gathers to quietly enjoy the food. When you see the groom serving the guests, you realize it's a story about the art of and. They are Muslim and Chinese. They've built a home in the cracks of mountains, and they've turned that narrow space into something absolutely beautiful. So what do you think? Is it possible to truly belong to two worlds at once? Please let me know in the comments. Until next time.